Drunk driver sentenced in tragic children's party incident. On April 20th, 2024, a devastating incident occurred in Berlin Township, Michigan. Marshella Chidester, while driving under the influence, crashed her SUV into a children's birthday party at the Swan Boat Club. The tragic event resulted in the deaths of two young siblings, Alanah Phillips, age 8, and Zayn Phillips, age 4. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Marshella Chidester, a 67-year-old woman, drove her vehicle into the gathering of families and children. The impact killed Alanah and Zayn Phillips instantly. In addition to the fatalities, 15 other individuals sustained injuries, including the children's mother, impacting the community deeply. The sentencing took place on May 15, 2024. Chidester received a sentence of 25 to 50 years in prison for her actions. The charges against her were severe, reflecting the gravity of the crime. Chidester faced 2 counts of second-degree murder. She was also charged with 2 counts of operating a vehicle while intoxicated causing death. Furthermore, she faced 5 counts of operating a vehicle while intoxicated causing serious injury. Security footage revealed critical details about the moments leading up to the crash. The footage showed Chidester driving at 44 miles per hour just before the impact. This speed indicated a clear disregard for the safety of others. Chidester's blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. This confirmed her state of intoxication at the time of the incident. Video evidence also suggested that she had consumed wine earlier in the day at Verna's Tavern. Bill Kalavos, Chidester's attorney, presented arguments in her defense. He claimed that intoxication was not the sole cause of the accident. Kalavos suggested that a possible leg problem may have contributed to the crash. The jury ultimately rejected the defense's arguments. The evidence overwhelmingly pointed to Chidester's intoxication as the primary factor. The court found her responsible for her actions. During the proceedings, Chidester expressed remorse for her actions. She stated, "I've asked the Lord to forgive me." She also pleaded for forgiveness from the victims' families. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office released a statement emphasizing unity in supporting the victims. They stressed the importance of accountability in this case. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of drunk driving. Chidester will be eligible for parole after serving 25 years of her sentence. The parole board will consider her behavior and rehabilitation efforts at that time. The decision will significantly impact the victims' families and the community. Alanah, at 8 years old, and Zayn, only 4, were innocent victims of a senseless act. Their lives were cut short, leaving a void in their family and community. Their memory serves as a constant reminder of the tragedy. The loss of Alanah and Zayn has deeply affected their parents and loved ones. The emotional toll of such a sudden and violent loss is immeasurable. The community mourns alongside the family. The children's mother was among those seriously injured in the crash. She not only suffered physical trauma, but also endured the unimaginable pain of losing her children. Her recovery will be a long and arduous process. The mother's experience highlights the far-reaching impact of drunk driving. The physical and emotional scars will likely remain with her for the rest of her life. Her story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. 15 other individuals sustained injuries in the incident. These injuries ranged from minor to severe, requiring medical attention and ongoing care. The physical and emotional trauma experienced by these victims cannot be understated. The injured victims face a long road to recovery. They may require extensive physical therapy, counseling, and support. Their lives have been forever altered by the actions of a drunk driver. The charge of second-degree murder requires proof of malice. Malice can be established by demonstrating a reckless disregard for human life. The prosecution successfully argued that Chidester's actions met this standard. Driving under the influence with a blood alcohol level more than twice the legal limit demonstrates a reckless disregard for human life. The act of driving while intoxicated is inherently dangerous. Chidester's actions were deemed malicious. The charge of operating while intoxicated causing death is specific to drunk driving fatalities. It requires proof that the driver was intoxicated and that their intoxication directly caused the death of another person. The evidence clearly supported this charge in Chidester's case. The combination of Chidester's high blood alcohol level and her reckless driving directly led to the deaths of Alanah and Zayn Phillips. This charge underscores the severity of drunk driving offenses. It holds drivers accountable for the consequences of their actions. The charge of operating while intoxicated causing serious injury applies to the 15 individuals who were injured in the crash. It requires proof that the driver was intoxicated and that their intoxication directly caused serious physical injury to another person. The injuries sustained by the victims met the legal definition of serious injury. The injuries suffered by the victims included broken bones, head trauma, and internal injuries. These injuries required extensive medical treatment and rehabilitation. This charge further emphasizes the devastating impact of drunk driving on individuals and communities. Alcohol played a significant role in this tragedy. Chidester's blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. This level of intoxication impaired her judgment, coordination, and reaction time. Alcohol impairs cognitive function and motor skills. It reduces a driver's ability to safely operate a vehicle. The consumption of alcohol before driving is a dangerous and irresponsible act. The fact that Chidester consumed alcohol at Vernus Tavern before the crash raises questions about the tavern's responsibility. Dram shop laws hold establishments liable for serving alcohol to visibly intoxicated individuals who then cause harm to others. An investigation into the tavern's actions may be warranted. Dram shop laws are designed to prevent overservice of alcohol. They aim to protect the public from the dangers of drunk driving. If Vernus Tavern served Chidester while she was visibly intoxicated, they may be held liable for the consequences. The first responders who arrived at the scene of the crash were faced with a horrific sight. They witnessed the aftermath of a devastating tragedy, including the deaths of 2 young children. The emotional toll on these first responders can be significant. First responders often experience secondary trauma from witnessing traumatic events. They may require counseling and support to cope with the emotional impact of their work. Their dedication and service to the community are invaluable. Victim advocates play a crucial role in supporting the victims and their families. They provide emotional support, guidance, and resources to help them navigate the legal system and cope with their trauma. Their work is essential to the healing process. Victim advocates offer a lifeline to those affected by crime. They help victims understand their rights, access services, and find support groups. Their advocacy ensures that victims' voices are heard and their needs are met. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MADD, is a national organization dedicated to preventing drunk driving and supporting victims of drunk driving crashes. MAD advocates for stricter laws, raises awareness about the dangers of drunk driving, and provides support to victims and their families. Their work is critical to reducing the incidence of drunk driving. MAD has been instrumental in changing attitudes and behaviors related to drunk driving. They have successfully lobbied for tougher laws and increased enforcement. Their advocacy has saved countless lives. The tragedy in Berlin Township underscores the urgent need for prevention efforts. Drunk driving is a preventable crime. Education, awareness, and stricter enforcement are essential to reducing the incidence of drunk driving. Prevention efforts should target all age groups. Education should begin in schools and continue throughout adulthood. Public awareness campaigns can help change attitudes and behaviors related to drunk driving. Law enforcement plays a critical role in preventing drunk driving. Officers conduct sobriety checkpoints, enforce drunk driving laws, and investigate drunk driving crashes. Their presence on the roads serves as a deterrent to potential drunk drivers. Law enforcement officers are on the front lines of the fight against drunk driving. They risk their lives every day to protect the public from the dangers of drunk drivers. Their dedication and commitment are essential to keeping our roads safe. The community's response to the tragedy in Berlin Township has been remarkable. Neighbors, friends, and strangers have come together to support the victims and their families. This outpouring of support demonstrates the strength and resilience of the community. Community support can provide comfort and healing to those affected by tragedy. It can help victims feel less alone and more supported. The community's response to this tragedy is a testament to the power of human connection. The tragedy in Berlin Township will have a lasting impact on the community. The loss of Alanah and Zayn Phillips will be felt for years to come. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of drunk driving. The community must learn from this tragedy and work together to prevent future incidents. Education, awareness, and stricter enforcement are essential to creating a safer community for all. The memory of Alanah and Zayn Phillips should inspire us to take action. This tragic incident serves as a call to action. We must all do our part to prevent drunk driving. If you are planning to drink, designate a driver or use a ride-sharing service. Never get behind the wheel if you have been drinking. We must also support stricter laws and increased enforcement. We must hold drunk drivers accountable for their actions. Together, we can create a safer community for all. The sentencing of Marshella Chidester to 25 to 50 years in prison marks the end of a legal chapter in this tragic case. However, the pain and suffering of the victims' families and the community will continue. This incident serves as a somber reminder of the devastating consequences of drunk driving and the urgent need for prevention efforts. We must honor the memory of Alanah and Zayn Phillips by working together to create a safer community for all.